una not turn una self to godfathers for Obaseki. Oba of Benin na im tell PDP leaders this one. Oba of Benin, Omonoba Nedo Ukwu Akpolokpolo, Oba Ewuare II, don't call on the People's Democratic Party, PDP, say make them not turn themselves to another godfather to the re-elected governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki. The Benin monarch tell them this one as Rivers State governor, Nyesom Wike, lead 3 other PDP governors go in palace to go pay am thank you visit unto all him ogbonge efforts to make sure say them record peaceful election for Edo State for September 19. Oba of Benin tell the PDP governor say godfatherism matter, not just the sweet am for belle at all. And in dey happy say them not to dey do am for PDP. He tell them say make them continue like that and make them not allow anybody for their party. Come they use the party take control Governor Obaseki. Take off say na so godfatherism they start. And they don't want any kurukere godfather for Edo State.
That if you cast your mind back to one of my press releases, I made it very clear that I didn't like godfatherism. I don't know if you recall that. I'm sure His Excellency Godwin Obaseki will recall that when I made that statement. I want to, on this occasion, plead with the PDP party to please ensure that you also, as you have always been happy about the defeat of godfatherism concept, that you also uphold it, keep to it, and don't let any unscrupulous members of your party try to now come out and start to use your party by proxy or remote control to control our governor and end up being the hidden godfathers. We don't even want hidden godfathers.
Oba Ewuare thank Baba God and the ancestors unto say them hear Edo people prayers for peaceful election. Come here and say it no first tell political actors and gladiators for the state. Say the September 19 election no be do or die affair. And make them not allow fighty end the matter. Make the winner of the election forfeit accommodate everybody. He still come beg Governor Obaseki say make you forget all the things wey don't happen. May he forfeit allow everybody work with them.
My immense gratitude goes to the Almighty God, the omnipotent, omniscience, omnipresence. I thank our ancestors for hearing my prayers. Thank God for ensuring that peace reign in Edo State. I have already discussed with His Excellency to let bygone be bygone, that he should stretch out the olive branch for this side all sides to work with him. If you will recall, when I invited the distinguished political actors of all the parties, particularly the 2 distinguished parties, I also said, why do they call them gladiators as if they're in a Colosseum in Rome? This is not a winner takes all, do or die, and I did say that it should be at the end of the day, no victor, no vanquished. And on both sides, on all sides, that at the end of the day, you should please consider it a win-win situation for everybody.
Nyesom Wike, wey be governor of Rivers State and national chairman of PDP campaign council for Edo governorship election, plus Sokoto State governor Aminu Tambuwa, Oyo State governor Seyi Makinde, Adamawa State governor Amadu Fintiri, Edo State governor Godwin Obaseki, wey be the host governor, and PDP South vice chairman Chief Dan Obi, na im join body do this waka. Governor Wike tell Oba of Benin say this their visit na to come fulfill their promise.
Your Royal Majesty, when we came here to flag off the campaign of our brother Godwin Obaseki, we made a promise to you and the palace that by the special grace of God, if Godwin Obaseki emerges as the winner, we'll come back here and thank the Oba and the palace chiefs. On the 19th of September, the election was held, and then on the 20th of September, Godwin Obaseki was declared as the winner of that election. As is our tradition in PDP, we will always respect the traditional institution, and whatever promise we have made, we will always fulfill that promise.
Governor Wike say before the election, Ewuare tell them say he no dey support anybody and he no go help anybody canvass for votes. But he own na to pray to the ancestors, say make kili or wuru no dey on top the election, and na wetin can happen be that one.
You made a promise to us that as a traditional ruler, as a father to everybody, you are apolitical. And so that you will not involve to canvass for votes for anybody. But what you preach is that there should be peace. There should be free and fair election. Your Royal Majesty, we have seen with our eyes, indeed, there was a free and fair election.
Governor Obaseki wey salute Oba of Benin for all him ogbonge advice and fatherly role on top the September 19 election. Come here and say na PDP duty to preserve Benin traditional institution, and in dey assure Oba Ewuare and Edo people saying go give this him second tenure correct dedication and commitment wey go bring ogbonge service to the state.
I want to most sincerely thank and appreciate you for receiving us despite the slight communication gap we had. I want to put it on record, like I always said, even during electioneering, that the only thing we have, or the most important thing we have as Edo people, is our monarch and the Oba. And therefore it behoves on all of us to preserve and sustain our traditional institution. You have so kindly received us today. You have expressed very kind and sincere words of advice to us and the nation, as usual. And I want to assure you that as the governor of Edo State, I have heard your admonishments and want to promise that I will rededicate myself, my next tenure, to the full service of Edo State and the people of Edo State.
This one are the ogbonge informate wey we carry come give una on top inside Edo today. As Oba of Benin don't tell PDP leaders, say make them not turn themselves to godfather for Obaseki. Make una sabi say na TMC TV. Now he carry this ogbonge informate. They come sama una. My name na Koiza.